fresh new character on Eldenring. This is my, I suppose I can say guide. My recommendations, pointing out goods and the bads, a quick way to get into the game, stuff like that. Just create my character, you start there. First thing, go this corpse. Let's grab the finger. That one there is for leaving notes. These annoying pieces of crap I wish you could turn off here. But grab it, because you can't come back here, as far as I know. The area I'm in right now, outdoor. So the area I'm in now is the, in brackets, tutorial level. Without going in depth with the controls, circle being dodge and run, that needs to change, but whatever. Touchpad being map instead of options, that needs to change, but whatever. Let's go here. Boss will drop down here. You probably can beat him if you're keen enough, but you're meant to lose against him, so hurry up and get an overlive. So I don't even bother fighting him, it's like, I'll just let him hit me and all of that. You'll get a cutscene, which I don't care about. So skipping the cutscene. Take it doesn't like it when you skip the cutscene. Again. Okay, you get your flasks. That's your health and your mana. Or what do they call it in this? FP. Down there is your training grounds, if you want to call it that. Don't bother about it. Unless you want the little bit of experience and the like how to do shit, I wouldn't worry about it. Come up here. I chose the sword key as my keepsake, so when you come up here, and I would recommend it to everyone, grab this grace. I keep it on campfires or graces. And because you chose the sword key is your keepsake, you can open this. I'm not going to worry about it right now because you can go down there, get an amulet that'll help you with your health and FP and stuff. Grab this corpse. That's to leave multiplayer, join multiplayer. To actually start a multiplayer, you need like a little potion thing. So if you want to play with your friends, stuff like that, you need the curled. One of you needs curled finger, the other one needs the I can't remember what it's called. Golden finger potion, whatever you want to call it. Okay, come out here. Touch every grace you can find. Now you need to touch, I believe it's 3 to get the chick to come up. But you can touch it, you can rest it if you want. Start off with, it's not necessary. I've rested at it, so there's one. Come down here, grab this one. That's a multiplayer thing. Okay, so that's done. We're gonna dodge the golden horse. You can break them to get runes. Runes is money and XP. Okay, when it come up to here. Okay. Let's touch this camp. Grace. I'm gonna rest at it again. Nothing happened, so it's 2. Now if I come over here, got the smithing stone. I'm not gonna be using it yet. Speak to him.
Tarnished. I can see it, and I can also see that you're not after my
yakety
throat.
yakety.
Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Okay, so the first thing I'm aiming for if I get a purchase is to buy one of those. Those are the things you need, but he charges 1,000 runes for it. Don't bother. Aim for getting that, the crafting kit. It's 300 runes, which I might even have the stuff to buy it with now. So let's go to sell. I've got one of that, it's 200, sell that. That's 100, I can sell that. Let's get back in. Buy that. I can now craft them.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Night.
And to craft them, if you come, I believe there's one back here. These things, the red ones, grab them. Come down here. There should be a gold one. I think there's a gold one down here. Let's grab some more of these red ones on the way through. The fact that triangle and circle are the fucking run and pick up stuff, it's like, hello. I got the mushrooms, all because we can sell them. Okay. There are some on the other side of the building as well, but we're just going to come up here. 1, 2. Oops. Options, crafting, craft one. Done. All I needed was 2 flowers and I can craft it. Instead of spending 1,000 runes, 2 flowers and it's done. There is a spot up here for a campfire. Sorry, Grace. So while you're coming to grab the flowers, grab the Grace while you're here. Going to touch it. I believe you need to touch 3 outside, so it can't be in dungeons. That one won't count. Okay, up here. This is it. This is a bad button layout. These glowing things, grab them as well. You can sell them. Obviously, as you further in the game, this sort of stuff isn't necessarily as useful. There's the church thing. There should be some more of these gold flowers just up here. One there. There, so they're not exactly hard to find. Come up here. Let's quickly kill this guy. Lock on. Grab a little bit of runes. Go into this cave. Grab this. You don't have to grab these to do multiplayer, but it helps. That as well. If you go down the bottom of this one, there's a boss down there, a small boss. He'll give you a medallion that makes you resistant to fire or negate fire damage. I'm not going to worry about it. We want to get the fingers, so we've got the, if I open up my button, open up my inventory. That one there is to request to join someone's game, and that one is to bring someone to your game. That one is to leave the game, and that one is to leave a message. So now we need the one so we can raid people's games, and we need the horse. Again, anyone who raids someone's game is a... If they're doing it to actually kill them, scumbag. Wrong button. Okay. So that is technically I found the 3 things, but I haven't rested 3 of them. I only rested 2 of them. Just quickly grab this one down here, and I'll rest at this one, which will give me the. She calls herself Finger Maiden, if I'm not mistaken, and she'll give me the horse, and we want the horse. So rest at it. We should get a cutscene. Fingers crossed. Cutscene. Okay, I'll skip it. So if you haven't played it, you can play it and watch the cutscene yourself.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Yes, I'm maidenless.
They serve the 2 fingers.
Now she's going to ask me a question. Would she like me to take her with her? You want to say yes?
Tarnished. But you...
I'm maidenless. You can be my maiden?
Maidenless.
Can I bring you with me? Yes.
I can play the role of maiden. Turning runes into strength. To aid you.
So she's
in your
offering to
search
level
for
you
the
up,
Elden
basically.
Ring. You need only take me with you. To the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's
So you want to
settled.
accept that?
Summon me by grace. To turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter.
She's in a
I
bequeath.
bequeath to you this ring. Use
Okay,
it
that is to
to
call your
traverse
horse.
great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
Half horse,
Torrent
half
has
goat,
chosen you.
by the looks of it.
Treat him with respect.
Okay, so now we have everything we need to get the raiding finger, which is the red curled finger. But before we leave this spot, we're going to grab the dagger. And to get the dagger, shit, hang on, I'll wait till daytime. Pass time to day, because there's those bat thingies there at night time. So if I come into here. Past time to morning. Okay. That guy with the torch you can see there, next to that tent, we kind of have to go to him. But to do no fighting. Up here. Sneak up to here. Gonna hold here for a second. We're gonna look around the corner. That guy's gonna walk up with a wolf. We're gonna wait until he hits this guy and then turns around. Okay, let's hit the mark. Now the stream I done earlier talking about how dense they are, this is what I mean, like, okay, they've now moved on, so I can sneak up this way. Let's go up this way and down here. Okay, now that will give us the dagger for the arts on our weapon. The game doesn't tell you this is how you do it, but that's to put arts on your weapons, which is like special abilities. Okay, now we can try and sneak back out again, but I'm just going to quickly go into my options, go to equipment, and equip horse to there. And tap down to that's there, and then when we get a break, like that for example, we're going to go up here, do that, and just run away. No fighting for you. There's another gold flower, we'll grab it. Okay, now we're going to head north-ish. we're going to go through this gate. Again, there's another fight in here, but we can run past it. So we're going to come up here, stick to the left, go as far left as we can. Keep jumping along here. Hope that Steve doesn't get stuck on anything. Smack this guy for trying to blow his horn. Keep running. Going to grab the seat here. And then keep moving. Okay, now there's 3 spots up here we want to grab. Ideally we want to grab that. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to run past it. Come up here. That one there back there has a lady in it. You want to talk to her. Now, the last thing we're after is if you look towards that building, right above my head, there is a glowing spot. That's where we want to head. But we're going to get invaded when we come up there, and when we get invaded, we're going to head off to that corner above my head over there. This is where an issue has happened that I've spotted all the time. He will spawn in up there, but we're just going to go this way. This shit needs to be able to be turned off. Apparently this is my character at full throttle. We're not stopping for anything, we're just going to run up here. Run and jump up to there, and this is as far as we can go across. But this raider guy will come and try and get us. And we're going to try and coax him down to the rocks to get him to fall off the edge. Here he comes. So if we stand as far as we can. Why? He still hit us? There we go. And if we stand there, we fall off the thing. We need him to come a little bit further. He's going to do it for me. Come on, buddy. A little bit further. No, he's not going to come, is he? Where are we? If I lock onto him and go... Drop the edge, buddy. He's not going to fall off the edge, is he? This is what I mean. If we're this close to the edge, we would fall off the edge. Open up a bit. Come on, a little bit more, buddy. That'll do, douchebag. Okay, now stay out of my game, bitch. Put our horse back, and let's go grab the thing. If you got a, I'm on the wrong one. If you're got a character with a range attack, you can range attack in there. Like that. I'll give you the red one and the red finger. That is so you can join raid other people's games. But again, if you're raiding their games just to kill them, you're a bit of a low life. If you go raid and you do nothing to them, then that's fine because you're not hurting them in any way. So now we have, if we go into front button, inventory, we now have co-op and PvP. These. So now we can head back. Heal. Normally I would grab all that stuff on the way between, but I'm not going to worry about it. What we want to do is we want to... We're going to grab this hut here, and this fire. We'll talk to the girl in here. Grab this one. Then we're going to talk to her. Eventually, if you do all her stuff, she will help you level up your summons. So you eventually get the ability to summon. She'll give you one here in a second. She'll give you the ability to summon in like these ghostly, like ghosts basically. They're ash summons, or whatever they call them. Talkie so slow. Problem with the game.
Did you know, if you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid? It's quite a lark when you think about it.
Okay, I'm not going to talk to her again, but everyone, if you're doing it, talk to her again. We're going to jump over here. We're going to grab our horse. We're going to go down here. You can just ride down this path here, but stuff will try and attack you, so I just normally come up here. Those things shouldn't attack you unless you attack them. To about this spot, and then drop down. This hut here. Grab the thing first. Speak to this guy and he will sell you the arts. So that dagger we got, that dagger is needed to equip the arts that this guy will sell you to your weapons. Some can only be equipped to swords, some can only be equipped to shields or whatever, and some can be equipped to, I believe there are some that can be equipped to anything. I don't think it matters what one you say there.
Such thoughts won't behoove you as a tarnished, but there's nothing wrong with that. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time too. Now's the time to pass them on to a good tarnished like you.
Okay, so now we can talk to him and we can learn all these skills. That one there, that's just a kick. That one there's an uppercut. That one's a thrust. That one's a quick step. You get it. They're like bonus attack stuff. I think it's like a block. If you click on, I think it's that one. That's usable on all melee armaments. That's used on all melee elements. That's for usable on swords, axes, and hammers. So square to change the center of the screen. Triangle to change the right hand side of the screen. I'm not going to worry about anything just now.
Floating your boat, eh?
If you come back here now at night time, you'll get another like a raid-like guy pop in. He's in brackets mini boss. So in this length of time, I've grabbed options, inventory. I've grabbed that finger, that. So those two there are for co-ops. Those two are there for PvPs. That's to call to bring someone in, and that's your horse. If we go across this way, we should have. Where are we? There's your arts. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be another one that's... Oh yeah, because I didn't speak to her again. If you speak to her again, she'll give you a summon. It's basically a little octopus. Let's call the horse in. So if we bring up our map, that's where we started. First spot to go to is there. Grab the kit. And then come up here, grab those two to get the horse. Then go through the gate. You don't have to fight them, you can if you want. The girl is there. Talk to her a couple of times until she gives you the summons. Then come to this one, talk to him to get the arts, and you should be then now equipped well enough to get the most of the stuff done that you need to do. The other spot is, you can't see it, but there should be a building just here, I think. But if we grab that icon right there in the shadows, that is a map fragment. If we grab that, it will then show this area clearly on what's there. If I just quickly go fast travel to there, I'll grab the map fragment so you can see it. There should be another one just across the bridge as well. And the other one is, I can't remember, I think it's just up the passageway. So we're here, if you look at where my head is, there is a pillar just above my head. That's who it is. So if we just call out a horse, we're going to aggro everyone on us, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to run in here. Stop right in front of it. Grab it. Okay, and then just off we go. Now again, you can fight all these guys. They're not that hard to beat. Sneak attack them if you can. Just run far enough away so they've stopped aggroing. Wow, they're still coming. Okay, we should be good here, I think. I hope. Now if we go touchpad. Oh, found a map fragment. Now it's all highlighted, and where you get the PvP thing from is at that circle thing there. And you can see where all the stuff is where we're then. The first main boss is here. But if you head up and to the right, you can get a rotten... he's a dog, he's got rot. Edipot. He does a guide, how to get him, where to get him from. I recommend looking him up. He tells you where you can find him. I've grabbed him on my main character. I took him to the bridge, so long as the dog can get a decent hit on him. It took me a long time to get him to do the decent hit on the golden horse. But once he got a decent hit on the guy on the bridge, I didn't realise until I saw his health going down, he'll slowly start losing. He'll be poisoned. He'll get like this misty fog thing around him. Once he's got that, you know his health's going to go down. Just watch his health bar and dodge his attacks. That's all you have to do. And that'll get you into the castle, which is where you can get the mimic from. I done a stream playing with the mimic. You got to go basically up that way, and then up kind of towards that tree up there is where the area you want to go to get him. If you want to go north and you're trying to figure out how to go north, but you can't get past this boss here, there is a way past through here. In fact, if I fast travel here, I can show you. Eventually the game hints at it. You're looking for the weird old lady looking thing. I think she's a finger witch or something. Oh, I don't know. She's sitting on a table. She's got no eyes, but she wants to see fingers. It's like, okay, whatever. So, while I'm here, I might as well, I'll show you this. Don't forget to grab him, to grab his runes. Or whatever we have them. Sword key in this case, not runes. I'll talk to her again.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider. Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your
I don't want to be on
courage.
with the spider.
It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
Okay, that's 2 talks.
I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
Okay, that's the summon she gave me. Okay, so you accept it.
Nothing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one.
Okay. So now I can actually go into my inventory. Go to there. I'll equip it here. A lot of people equip it in their pouches. I prefer equipping them here. So now I can just tap down to there. When you get a little white icon above where it says Impaling Thrust, you get a little, what looks like a doorway. You can summon him in. But that's not what we're doing right now. We're going to grab that. Going to head up the path. Now if you go into the castle to fight the first boss on the bridge, you want to go up and to the left. We're going to go straight across here. There'll be bat things underneath here. But just keep moving. There's the finger chick. Okay. Loot the corpse. Call out our horse. I'm gonna go down this way. There'll be more bats along here, but if you're on your horse, just keep moving. There'll be wolves as well, so watch the wolves. The bat's right above us here, somewhere. Don't fall off the edge. There's some wolves. Again, we don't need to fight them, so we're not gonna. Keep going, some more wolves. We don't need to fight them, so we're just gonna keep moving. And there'll be a Grace just around the corner here. There's a hole in the wall just to our left. I don't know that just yet. And there's the Grace. So if we now bring up the map, as you can see, we're now north of the castle. There's the map fragment. All you have to do is clear enough of the smoke, you'll eventually see it. Cross or A, place a marker. And when you place the marker in the world, it'll show it on your compass, and you'll see a beam of light in the actual world. So if you look over the cliff side there, you can see right down there in the swamp area, that's where the map fragment is. But I think that's really all I needed to show you. That's kinda not a bad start if you ask me. In how long? We've managed to get everything we need for co-op and PvPing. We've gotten ourselves a summon. We've gotten everything we need to craft the things. Sword, pouch. Golden seeds will give you more potions or flasks, which are those things. Heals and mana. That can be unequipped because I don't use them, but there is a guy just where that marker is. If you come towards us a little bit, roughly above my head, there's a guy down there that'll sell stuff. Merchant. He'll sell. I think it's the stuff I gotta know. It's the nun-looking stuff, the priesty-looking stuff. So I think it's the astrologer, something like that. It was all that one's gear. So if the class you choose hasn't got the gear you like, you can find people who will buy that, sell that gear to you. But that's it. There's your start. World is your oyster. On a quick side note, to get to the lift, which is off the map, you can't see it. You need to get there's a to the south that you can't quite see on this island here. There's a actually no, it's just here, just off to the side here somewhere. There's a tower. You got to go to the top of that. Get one part of the medallion, and then if you go up to the right of where the cursor is now, can't go there because I haven't opened it on this character. There's another tower to get the other half of the medallion. You get two halves of the medallion, then you can go to the north. To the north of where we are, to the lift, which will take you to the end area. So if you're quick enough, you can actually get to the end area, and the only person you really have to fight, no one really, when you think about it. If you want to grab that red finger, that invader, which is an NPC, not an actual player, because I'm in offline mode. So if I bring up my options, go down to systems, and go across to the multiplayer, play offline. You can see I'm offline. You can also check by seeing that those two there are grayed out. Messages and multiplayer is grayed out, meaning I'm playing in offline mode, means no other actual people can invade me, but no friends can actually join me either. To turn them on, go into your system, go to play online, and then you have to back all the way out, quit game, and then come back in again, accept the user agreement, and go, okay, and then people can raid you. It's like, just before I head off, the main issues I'm finding with the game, hitboxes and accuracy of both enemies and your character are off. They need to be fixed. You'll be find an enemy and just say, for example, if that rock was me and the enemy swung this way, you'd still get hit. It's like, no, hell no. And in the same vein, the enemy will attack you and you get a dodge and you push a button. Like, I pressed it once, it dodged. Do it twice, but dodge twice, 3 times, whatever. Sometimes when you're in a fight, you'll be pushing dodge and it doesn't dodge. You're sitting there spamming dodge, it does not dodge. The enemy hits you like 6 times and you're dead. That needs to be fixed. Where the enemy was, oh, here's a good. I'm looking directly at that. 2 hits to hit it. I should only have to hit it once. Yeah, that red guy. If we stood where he was standing, we would have fallen off. He doesn't. The guy on the bridge is the perfect example for it. Whatever can happen to us should better happen to the enemies and vice versa. While you're fighting the guy on the bridge, you can fall off the bridge, but yet he'll do a dodge backwards, and he'll hit an invisible wall. He won't fall off the bridge. It's like, no. Get rid of that invisible wall. If when we dodge backwards, we fall off the bridge, he can fall off the bridge. Same with attacks. If we can't dodge it, if they're a heavy attack, we can't dodge it or block it, then our heavy attack, they can't dodge or block it. It's not a different table for each person. It's not like enemies can get a free extra ability that we can't or something like that. Raiding, we need to toggle for that, so we can turn ratings off, so we can't be raided. And for everyone who doesn't know it either, these things here, the glowing skulls, again, had to do 2 hits, smash them and pick up the runes. No doubt they were just crappy ones, but if I go into my inventory, you can get those. Now if I use it, it'll give me a certain amount of runes for it. But do not use them until you're about to level up or about to buy something. Because as it stands right now, if I was to die, I would lose 380 runes. So if I died right here, it's not too bad because literally the save point is just up there. But if I died, like for example, all the way down there, just above my head, I'd spawn up here and I have to go all the way back down, especially if it's in a spot where there's enemies, and try and get them back. And if I die before I can get them back, I lose them. But wrong one. They're saved. I will not lose them when I die. So you don't drop any of this stuff when you die. So if they're in that form, you don't lose them. And then when you go to the, for example, if I want to level up, it's probably going to cost me too much. Let's head up to here. You got to go to a Grace. Oh, I want to level up. Bring it up. Go into there. Hit it. Use. You'll then do this. 200 runes for those ones. So I've now got 580. I can then sit at the fire or the Grace and level up. It's probably not going to be enough. Ah, yes, she's come back to say she was testing me. The horse believed me, but whatever.
Testing you to determine if the Eldenring would truly have you. If you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hole.
Say yes to this.
Gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Yes, I'll go.
Well.
I can only say yes.
Upon you for but a moment.
Get a load screen, we'll end up at the round table. There's two main interesting points in this round table. It's the twin maiden statue. She will sell you some very useful stuff. And there's also the magic guy, which is... Where is he? He's not here. Oh, there he is. This guy here will sell you magic. And if you come this side... Go to here. Go to purchase. You can buy those, which will give you extra slots. You can buy those two. That one is if you get invaded, you automatically call for help. And that one is if someone's automatically called for help, you can automatically accept it. Get your armors. Wait, she hasn't... Oh yeah, there is it. And that, if you want to be a magic user. Even if you're not a magic user. That allows a non-magic user to cast spells. So 800 runes for that. Not bad. You do need the faith though, the 10 faith. He eventually attacks. Spoiler alert. You can learn an emote off him. He teaches you magic. He dribbles a load of shit about a maid. That's the girl that was in that hut. He basically abuses you. He says, "You're just a guest. You're our visitor." The night guy, which is not here. There is normally a guy. I think he sits just here. Yeah, he's not here. There's normally a guy here as well. To get out, just bring up your map, zoom out, pick a spot, fast travel. That simple. So that's it. That's the game. That's all the stuff you need to know. That's how you can take off quickly. Hope this video helps. So if you're humming and hawing whether you want to get... If you're not sure whether you want to get it, it's still got a lot of the Dark Souls in it, which is annoying. But it's also got a lot of the open world in it, which is good. And there are a couple of things that need to be fixed, like the BS enemy shit that happens. Like they'll miss you but you still take a buttload of damage, or you'll hit them, but it'll go right through them and do no damage or something like that. That needs to be fixed, and same with like when I was saying with the bridge, like how you fall off, but he won't because he's got magic or health barriers. It's like, no, that stuff needs to be fixed. Other than that, the raid toggle needs to be implemented. That's a must. And that's pretty much it. Options to change the run and dodge to be separated. Touchpad and options button to be swapped over. That sort of stuff. So more accessibility options in the controller scheme. So if you go to system, so this sort of stuff needs to be more options in here. Other than that, pretty good game. A lot of the complaints that a lot of people are making are basically the same things. It's like the hitboxes are off. We need to turn our raids off, and better accessibility. It's like I've not heard anything other than those complaints. Some people say, "Oh, both game difficulties." When a boss hits you, but you can't hit them because of problematic hitboxes or something like that, then that's not a difficulty curve. That's just bullshit. If it's the fact that you just can't beat the guy because you haven't got the ability to beat the guy or you're too low level or something, that's different. So yeah, there's Elden Ring in a nutshell. How to get a good start off the thing. Again, keepsake. My recommendation is to choose the sword key. You can open that wall at the very beginning, go down there and get that medallion. That can help. Getting down there is a bit of a bitch, so be prepared for that. It's nothing super annoying. It's you got to dodge this rolling tank, hide in nooks, but some of the nooks have got enemies, so dodge the enemies while dodging the tank thing and get to the bottom, drop down a hole and grab this medallion. That's pretty much it. Once you've grabbed the medallion, you can die, it doesn't matter. You lose your runes, but you keep the medallion, and the medallion's the thing you want. Quickly, while I'm in here, there's your pouches. Where are we? Remove. I leave my pouches empty. Unless I've got something that I'm going to use regularly, like my main character, my horse, my rotted dog summons are over in the pouch, so I can quickly call them out. And I've got the mimic, so the mimic is in the pouch. So if I need to get them, I can just quickly, while I'm in here, press and hold triangle, brings up pouches, use your D-pad to select whichever one you want to use. That's what I use the pouches for. Quick selects, basically. But if they gave us the option to press and hold down on the D-pad and bring up like a wheel or a bar to quickly select what slot we want instead of tapping to scroll through, it'd be better. Again, all these are little niggly problems. None of this is cyberpunk scale problems. So, hope the video helped. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all next time.